What's up, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome my special guest, an NFL draft prospect from Texas Southern University, safety Xavier Allen. How's it going, bro?
How you doing? Pleasure being on here, man. For real.
Oh yeah, for real, man. Man, tell everybody who you are, man.
So, as he said before, I'm Xavier Allen. I go by Zay as well. I'm played safety. I'm also a specialist in everything. I'm from Tyler, Texas, born and raised. John Tyler High School. Uh, Went undergrad at Erskine College and finished with my master's and my 2 years of eligibility at Texas Southern.
Oh,
So,
that's cool.
and I'm very blessed to be on this journey. So let's do this.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Hey, Texas Southern, they've produced some pretty good athletes like Michael Strahan, for example.
Facts. Facts. And we don't forget our top running backs. We had Thomas Say back in like I think I'm just gonna say 21st century. It's not that old, like 90s, late 80s, early 90s. He had a rushing record that recently got broken from my old teammate Ladarius Owens. Was on the team last year. Great running back, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot, like you said, it's plenty of great athletes that are at Texas Southern right now.
Yeah, so like there's like three colleges in Houston, so it's like you guys are like one of the HBCU or something like that, right?
Yeah, so other than three, we really have a lot. Like people really don't acknowledge it. So in third ward right now is us, Houston, University of Houston. Then you have Rice University. Then you also got Houston Christian, and then it doesn't really count as one, but you also have Sam Houston State, which is making making their names being known right now. But they're all the way in Huntsville. But I still consider that Houston. And then the last team, I really don't like discussing, but I got love for them boys because they in the SWAC and the HBCUs. But Prairie View A&M out in Prairie View, Texas.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah,
the HBCU, I've been having some good relationship with them on
right,
interviews from time to time, and I've always liked what you guys do. You guys do get underlooked a little bit, so that's kind of like what it kind of drives you guys a lot more.
right, facts. And we try to change the game a little bit. Like I think it was a lineman. I'm not gonna misquote where he was from, but I think he was at HBCU. He got the opportunity to go to a Senior Bowl, and like he said, it's some dogs. It's some dogs that are playing HBCU ball, and
Are you
a
talking
lot of
about
people.
you're talking about Carson Vincent, right? The
Yes, there
Alabama
we go.
A&M.
Thank you.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, that dude
yes.
was. I just saw some of the matchups what he did in practice, bro. He was dominating.
Facts, facts, and that's all. And a lot, like you said, underlooked. People don't think we have the skill, the capability. When you think majority of the times, hey, I'm still playing a dude that's probably not even just a bounce back, but a dude that transferred from a D1 that didn't get playing time, that was recently a 5-star. Like Deshaun Jackson, Delaware State bringing in transfers, Norfolk State with Michael Vick bringing in transfers. I mean, yeah, it's notoriety, but like, think about it. Deion Sanders when he was at Jackson, they still get static with that, and he's not even there. And we get the opportunity to play against kids that, guys that got to play at Florida State, they got to play at Georgia, they got to go to Alabama, other P5 schools and stuff like that that are not, HBCU, and still having that competitive spirit and that effort. It's still there. And like you said, overlooked. I mean, not overlooked, underlooked, all that. Like put us in that category. HBCU ball is not looked at enough.
Oh, it's not looked up for sure. Like every time that you guys get your opportunity to showcase, man, like it kind of proves that the scouts need to look more deeper. So like
Right. Facts.
yeah, I was checking out the Alabama AM tackle and I was like, damn, this guy looks like he can be ready for the next level. But
Yeah.
I've always looked at the small school guys mostly because they're always like the one guy that can surprise people.
Yeah, Tony Romo is my small school guy. He was my small school hero. Being a Cowboys fan in general, you know what I'm saying? Him going to Eastern Illinois and a place that that you've never heard of as a kid because you just pay attention to the Alabamas, the Texas, Texas A&M. Like that's all that was pushed. So Tony Romo is a definition, and there's other HBCU athletes that are in there. Jerry Rice for sure.
Jerry
Uh,
Rice, Mississippi Valley
yes,
State, yeah.
yes, yes.
I
Jerry
mean,
Rice for sure.
I think there's a lot of them that come from that small college too, like you said.
Yes. Hmm.
Like I think there was one that came from a very very small college, but he was like, I think it's like somewhere down North Carolina. I forget North Carolina AM or something.
A&T,
Yeah,
yeah, A&T, yeah, 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 yeah.
and then Winston
It's a
Salem
running back.
also.
Yeah.
But like so speaking of like what got you into football in the early age, man?
So, funny thing is, like, I don't even have just like a definite story on what got me into football, but I think when it really hit, because I played YMCA flag football, and I ain't gonna lie, I was a beast. So, like, scoring, even when we lose, I'm getting at least two or three. But I think it really hit me when I played my first year with the Tyler Ravens, and I actually got to play like organized flag football. My first time walking on the practice field, I didn't go. Like, I was scared because I seen shoulder pads and everything, and I walked out, and we was like, let's try it next year. So then after that, went and did it next year, and eventually worked my way up in the hierarchy of that organization. Like, it's a lot of great athletes that came out of there. Greg Ward, Chris Hackett, my personal favorites, Keandre Street, Roderick Hawkins, Cameron Grant. Like, these are guys that I grew up with and saw. And but back on the story, after my first football game, flag football game with the Ravens, like, I had kept my jersey on and my pants on, and they had to put patches on it. And yeah, that didn't go well with me. Like, I had a bad day after that. Like, I was just playing football in the house with it. Like, I would always play football. It didn't matter because I was the only child. And I think it just really dawned on me that I really loved the game once I started doing it. And then once I scored my first touchdown in organized flag football. And ever since then, everything was football for me. Um, Relationships that I built with people, that those conversations, and all that stuff. So football started for me at a very young age.
Yeah, it had to be at a young age where maybe, like you said, flag football was another purpose. But like even when I was a kid growing up, man, it would always be street ball, like
Yeah,
play with the big
yeah,
boys and all that. And if you were
right.
tough, they would put you back out there.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, I would go hang out with my cousin, like, in middle school. Yeah, middle school, and we would go play street football in Mesquite, Texas, over there in Mesquite Poteet, in that area. And like, I ran over somebody twice, in two occasions. And after that, I think the first time I did it, I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I was kind of intimidated because, it's new territory. And then I did it again to the same kid. And, it's fun because it grew me to the point where now I'm ready to hit. Like, I'm not running away from no smoke. I want all that. Like, street ball really is a confidence builder. It's a
Yep.
humbling experience. And then, you know, it's just you getting the scratches and you getting all the bumps and bruises, and now you used to it once you play the game. So it just took it like you said, you got to get out there. Once you get hurt, you got to get back up. Like, ain't nobody taking that no
Yeah.
for an answer. So
Yeah, they
that's,
take
yeah,
they take that with respect if you could tough it up or something like that. So it's like,
right.
yeah, I never playing those street balls as a kid. Playing at night was like the funnest one of them all
Yeah,
because we would go
I ain't
all
get to stay
night.
up past. I ain't get to stay up past the light, but yeah, yeah,
Yeah. But like besides football, like one thing that got me more into football was when they were doing all the trash talking. But it all started with wrestling, man. Was wrestling like another kind of sport you like also or not really?
yeah. Nah. So funny thing is, like, we wrestled all the time with my cousins. I think my favorite of all time was Undertaker. I don't know why I related with him more, but I liked him because he was never an underdog, but he was so quiet, and I
He was
always
scary.
yeah, and I was always like mysterious about him. Like, who is this guy? Like, as a young kid growing up, excuse me, sorry. But yeah, as a young kid growing up, like, I was just like, who is this guy? Like, you feel me? So I always stuck with him. And yeah, practice wrestling moves. And I know you probably done went through it too. All
Yeah,
of
I
us
did.
that went through it. We done went through lectures, probably got a whooping or some type of enforcement after we did the moves that we saw on TV.
Yeah,
So
and then
yeah,
we get a little hurt, a little here and
facts,
there.
facts, facts.
I remember doing those wrestlings in trampoline, man, where we would just wrestle in trampoline, and I should. Did you ever did that?
No, we did. So we did. I think it was trampoline, but I always stayed away from the trampoline. Like, when it came to wrestling, I was like, all right, my jumping time is done. But like, when it came to inside the house,
Yeah.
we was on that. And I think one time it went bad where my cousin had gave somebody a bloody nose. But like, it was just. But
One
like,
of
I
those,
knew that's how I knew we were going from boys to men at the same time.
yeah, a little physical part, but like like you said, Undertaker, he's definitely a common wrestler we all grew up watching.
Right.
He's from the Houston area.
I really never knew that. Thank you
No,
for
because
informing me.
he
Yeah.
claims to be from Death Valley, but I believe he's from Houston, from my understanding. You know, if there was a wrestler that I've always grew up watching, it was the Macho Man Randy Savage. And I mean, I'm pretty sure you're not too
Yeah,
familiar with the guy,
yeah,
but he's
Yeah. No, I know about Randy. Yeah, Randy.
yeah,
Yeah, Randy is that guy, especially when he came out with the outfits, the pink, the neon,
style
all that stuff, the glasses, the
and the
cowboy.
flying elbow
Yeah,
made it look kind of
facts,
cool.
facts.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
style was part of the appearance. You see that with all these other wrestlers trying to do that little show off stuff and all that. But you know, we can go on with all that stuff, man. I know you probably got a lot to bring on that one, but
Facts.
so have you met with other NFL teams or no?
So I have not had the opportunity to really just talk to any. Like you said, we overlooked. So my best audition is the best opportunity, and my best representation and presentation is going to be during my pro day.
Okay.
And with other teammates and stuff like that. I haven't really just had contact with any teams, honestly, because I'm under the radar. And still I'm just a specialist guy, and specialists are overlooked. I'm on the field, shoot, I would say I'm averaging at least 30 to 40 plays a game on special teams. Either it's kickoff return, punt return. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So I'm just in a position on the field where people don't really just, they take for granted. But in my opinion, I don't take anything on the field for granted, especially special teams, because in special moments you got to make those special plays, and especially like if you have to block a punt, you got to make a key tackle and stuff like that. But the network is going up. I've actually talked to some teams overseas. And it's iffy conversations right now. I do have a agent coming in though, Mr. Ken Foster. He's connected with the CFL and other avenues towards
So
pro
other
football. So,
opportunities.
yeah,
Okay.
other opportunities.
So you're just overlooked for right now. So
Right now, yeah, we're gonna claim that in Jesus' name. That's what I like. I like it, yeah.
the underdog mentality, man. Like, hey, let them overlook you is like what they would say.
Facts.
You know, so why should NFL teams draft you, man?
NFL teams should draft me. Everybody get a typical answer, man. I love football, you know what I'm saying? But an NFL team should draft me because I'm gonna buy in regardless. It's loyalty. Feel me? Even when it's low moments. Um, because I never take any opportunity for granted. Because like you said, underdog mentality, man. Like I came from well, I can't say I came from nothing because my mom provided a lot for me. But you know what I'm saying? Like I've been through the struggle. Currently still going through it as a graduated college student, you know what I'm saying? Like um going to my grandma's house and living with her in fifth grade, my mom not having the car, us having to catch rides to go to tournaments, to go to track meets, to go walk to practice and stuff like that. People fetching us rides, having to go to school across the way to go get a better education or to actually just stay where I was at and actually complete what I, you know, started. And I'm always gonna be like that. I'm always gonna start something and I'm always gonna finish it. Like, and it's gonna have to take somebody to take me off of it. And I feel like a team needs to know that because like there's no stopping with me. Like I'm not gonna get tired mentally. I mean mentally, yeah, you're human, but like you feel me? I'm not gonna be tired of where I'm at. I'm not gonna get tired of my surroundings. I'm not gonna be lackadaisical when it comes to staying a part of the team rules or anything like that. You feel me? Like it's just me trying to just move a culture. I'm always trying to build a culture somewhere, and that's really set the standard for what's to come for the years coming. So that's what I feel like a team should know about me.
Yeah, you kind of take the special teams more important. You have the background of playing safety. But was there like other positions that you played before?
So originally it was quarterback. I came into college as a
Ooh,
QB.
okay.
So the arm's still there. You know what I'm saying? If any team needs a black Taysom Hill, you know what I'm saying? I'll be that guy.
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
kind of that kind of guy. Okay.
Yeah, I'm that. That's what I'm saying. I'm
So
willing to
package
make
plays, huh?
plays.
So throwing some
Yeah,
package plays where you can
yeah.
be that kind of guy. Okay.
Facts. But I really never got the opportunity to get on the college field at the college. I mean, I did my senior year in my undergrad, and that was just to hand off the ball twice. I'm grateful for that opportunity. Shout out to Shout Lee Boyd and Drew Ingles at Erskine College. They let me get in on that one. But other than that, you feel me? Like I've always done safety as special teams, and I've always enjoyed it because it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like being a quarterback and actually going on defense and going on special teams. Like you use that intelligence, you use that intellect, you use everything that comes with being that quarterback, and then you strategize and put it on the field. So yeah, it's always fun actually just playing so many different positions because you have a feel for the game and understand like the quirks and the abilities of other players and stuff like that.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So when you kind of switch from quarterback to safety, what makes you give you the advantage to play safety?
The eyes, knowing the
There you go.
quarterback's tendencies, learning the shoulder, learning the elbow. The difficult thing for me though was learning how to be physical. Because
That's the
as
difference.
a
Yeah.
quarterback, you know what I'm saying, you just sit in the pocket. You might get a sack or you might run, get hit every now and then. But it was just being more confident in myself to go deliver the boom, go deliver the hit. And then, just trying to switch your mindset from not having an offense mentality when looking at a defensive playbook. Because you can look at film for somebody else and be like, bro, like if they play our defense, I already know like how we can just boom, 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 hit a whole shot, cover two, cover three, I'm going underneath if everybody backing out. You know what I'm saying? Cover one, I'm gonna go 1-on-1 with the best matchup that I got based off of what I see on my defense and then based off the other team. So it was just trying to get out that offense. It's still actually no, it's actually better now. But like getting out of that offensive mentality and going straight to defense like that is very humbling. It's a humbling experience.
Yeah, because if you make the switch from safety, you do have a little more of an advantage when it comes to
Facts.
the quarterback tendency and the way you can read their coverage or the plays they're going to throw the ball to. You can have a little bit of an understanding, like,
Facts.
wait, he's going to go this way.
Facts. And it's a blessing and a curse at the same time because you can as a quarterback, you can be like, bro, you should have thrown this route as I'm on the opposite team. And then, I play something else that I'm not supposed to play, or I overthink it and I overexert myself, or I try to actually cheat before the play. Like actually think I know it in my heart as a quarterback, but then, they have different plans because it's not me back there, it's somebody else.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, which NFL coach or player would you? I like this question. Which NFL coach or player would you like to learn from?
Coach, well, I'm gonna do both of them. Coach wise, I really want to learn from Bill Belichick. Bill
Okay.
Belichick is the funniest dude, but because he shows no emotion and his love for the game, and then watching the documentaries and docu-series with that he's included in, seeing him on Instagram and seeing him do press conferences and stuff like that, you can tell he's really dialed into the game. Um, he has a lot of notoriety, but also he has a lot of knowledge of the game. Player that I would like to learn from, I have multiple. Um, Honestly, player that I would like to learn from, I'm gonna have to go with Tom Brady. That duo is stuck, and it's not even just because of the quarterback position. It's more of the mentality position because
The
Tom
passion.
Brady, yeah, his passion is off the roof. I know. I have a friend of mine. He plays at Michigan State with baseball. His dad went to Michigan with Tom Brady at the time, and he talked about how Tom was just like this puny dude that couldn't even throw 60 yards and this and that. And to hear stories for him to gradually turn into one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. It's not even just like I said, it's not even about being a quarterback, but like he developed himself into a point from his freshman year at college all the way to his final season to be one of the best. He learned how to change his mind. He learned how to tap into a mentality. He learned how to be clutch. He learned how to not let outside, factors deal like bother what he had going on. So I really want to learn like how he kept himself mentally stable and also like how he saw everything, through.
Yeah, he was like the mastermind. He took years to improve his arm strength and a little bit of everything. I mean, you
Thanks.
see you see that with a lot of players over the years. They either get better or worse. So it's
Thanks.
like, yeah, like there's just a lot of these late round bloomers that nobody even thinks about. And it's like, yeah, Tom Brady goes into the sixth round because he was a backup. He was like a part-time starter, but
Hmm.
he made the most of his opportunity at some point. So it's like things
Let's not
happen for a
forget, yeah,
reason.
let's not forget about Brock Purdy either, man. That's
Oh, you want to talk about Brock Purdy, that last pick in the
ah,
draft, man? This guy's Mr. Irrelevant.
facts.
But I mean, there's a lot of those underdogs, man. It's just like, but I'm pretty sure if there was a team you wanted to play for, I'm pretty sure you would love to go play for the Cowboys or maybe the Houston Texans, right?
Honestly, it would be a privilege to stay in Houston and ball. I'm a kid. All my life I've been a Cowboys fan. It's a dream to play with them, and you know what I'm saying. Like it's not a problem. I've just gained love for the city of Houston. The camaraderie, the life here, the relationships that I built from people in my organization called Upfeed, and then I also have my, a mentor that I have now, Quincy King. He's been influencing me to step out and be better as a man. Growing up in this process because it's hard out here, and as a black male, as a black athlete, you know what I'm saying? Like you always gotta have a backup plan and stuff like that. And they've shown me that to the point where I don't even want to leave Houston. I mean, eventually, like, that's the goal to get my coins or get my bag and then boom, like get out and go live my life outside of Houston. But yeah, the Houston, Texas would be a great opportunity. The fan base here is way more crazy, and then to live in a city that has an NFL team is like dang, and then they're winning. So it's not even just about their winning culture. It's just about the culture of Houston and how they really just take pride in the Texans.
Well, I mean, that would be a no-brainer. You would just be right close to where you're at. So it would be like
Facts.
it would be simple, or else whatever your journey goes to. If it
Ain't gotta
wants you to
yeah,
go to,
ain't gotta
if it wants
move
you,
nothing.
yeah. If you got to go to Canada, you got to go to Canada.
Facts.
If you got to go to the West Coast, go to the West Coast, like they say, But things just have to come for a plan. So outside of football, what is Zay Allen is as a person?
Uh I don't know. I mean, I like to. I don't. I mean, I'm not a person that likes to brag on himself. So, honestly, like me, I'm a confident person, but I'm also humble with it. You feel me? I'm gonna talk my talk, but at the same time, I'm not talking out of a overzealous or a way of trying to show dominance. I'm a person of love. I'm a person of care. I'm a person of character. I'm a person of service. I'm a person of community. I'm a person of development and growth. I'm a person of all of that. Because it shaped me to this point in life. You know what I'm saying? Like I've grown into a man that I ain't never seen before, and I'm all the things that I named off is something that I valued for the past couple of years, like the past 2 years, and it's showed me a lot. So I've actually turned into a person that I never imagined myself to be, but I'm actually, glad that God has put me on this way and put me on this path to do that. To actually be a person that I want to see myself to be and see how like I can grow from that. But yeah, I'm a humble person. I like to have fun. I'm always gonna smile. I don't care what days like I don't care how the day is going. I'm gonna find a way to smile. Might have a little mug or something, but I'm always positive. I find the positive outcomes. I pray to God. I talk to him. You know what I'm saying? My Dukes, I talk to her every time. So I'm a family man. I'm all that. Like that's who I am outside of football.
Okay, so you're like one of those kind of humble guys, quiet down to earth guys.
Oh yeah, but you gonna see me though.
Yeah.
You gonna
So
see
so
me.
on so on the football field, you don't let your play do the talking. You're more of the trash talker.
I do both.
Okay, you do
But
both.
in one game, in some games, I'm a quiet assassin. But in some games, which has probably not helped my game, I'm the one I'm gonna get in your face. So I'm gonna, you touch my face, man. So I touch yours. But it's not in the way of just that. I'm just letting you know I'm here. But at the same time, I'd rather just be quiet and go play on the field. Like my teammates gonna hear me because vocally that's who I am. But on the field, I'm just gonna go do what I need to do, and that's my assignment for me and my brothers.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, which area of your game that you feel like you need to improve the most going in?
Um, I would go into more of the playbook,
Okay.
learning the playbook. Actually, you know, being more intensive when I look at the playbook and just saying like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna do this so coach don't get on me." You feel me? Being more direct with what I want to learn from the playbook, learn like what I need to learn from the playbook, and I value that now. Because this past season, we got a new defensive coordinator, and I just got moved back to safety when I was at TSU, and trying to learn it in fall camp and stuff like that. I gave up on myself, and which set me to the point where I was gonna do special teams regardless, but sets me to the point where he didn't want to put me in safety, and that's understandable because you know I feel as if he didn't trust me, and that's what I want. I want my coach to trust me in any situation. So just getting in that playbook and understanding for real that it's not a game anymore. And like I said, the season has humbled me enough to where I'm ready to learn the playbook and I'm ready to be more inclined with knowing my place.
Like you gotta study those books, like they say.
Facts.
Um, okay, speaking of since we're already getting these random questions, shout out to my boy Grandizer 12. Xavier Allen,
Mhm.
what's defensive scheme suits your skill and talent best?
Um, scheme wise, I like a 4-3 scheme.
Okay.
Um, I like anything that involves playing man. I like anything that, I mean, all defense, you know what I'm saying, but I'm more predominantly, I like coverage. I like to be a nickel. I like the coverage. I like to cover the Y. I like to cover the running back. Sometimes I would love to be a QB spot just because, I know the QB, so I know the tendency that you're gonna have, like if you're gonna pull up and stuff like that. But I just like a physical defense. I like something physical. I like something that's gonna be powerful. I like something that's gonna be, you know, lengthy in the safety, lengthy in the secondary, linebacker, smash mouth, nose guard, stuffing up the A gap and stuff like that. So, and talent wise, it's like I said, it's about speed nowadays. Speed, footwork, and knowing how to cover your guy and holding yourself accountable to be the best player on the defense.
Okay, so you kind of fit more on a 4-3, so you would kind of fit more of I guess how the Niners run the defense, you would probably fit well into that scheme that what we're
Yeah,
running. Kind
yeah.
of similar to that. Ooh, I like this question, man. Grandizer 12 with all the great questions, man. I gotta say, man, he's one of them guys. Xavier Allen, what are your favorite things about playing football for Texas Southern?
It's Division 1 football. But other than that, it's just the opportunity to get to play for a team in Houston, play for an HBCU. I had the opportunity to play with Coach Chris Dishman on his inaugural season, and it was great. Um, the most favorite thing about him was that he, gave the team to us, let us be player led. I loved it because it actually let us grow together in the bad times and in the good times and stuff like that. I love the band. I love when we go play at the Shell Energy Stadium. I love when we go to play the other HBCUs and get to see the venues, and then beating them on their homecoming or beating them at their home on a day they thought was going to be something easy. Um, and then just the culture of going to HBCU and going to Texas Southern, you take so much pride that it goes from being just student body pride to athletic pride. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. But man, another good question, man. I don't think I even said this question before. Who do you model your game from, if any player?
So when I played quarterback, I wanted to model my game after Cam Newton,
Oh,
and
okay.
that's what I wanted to do. When it came to safety, it was Brian Dawkins, and then when it comes to special team, it's Michael Thomas. He came from Stanford and he's played on multiple teams and stuff like that. So we actually got the opportunity to talk to him in Houston. He came to talk to us before a game. So watching him and hearing his story about how he played so many positions to the point where in the league where he started becoming a starter, knowing Richard Sherman and knowing all these other athletes and stuff like that, like it's amazing. But yeah, those are the three people that I model my game from: is Cam Newton, Brian Dawkins, and Michael Thomas.
Okay, those are good ones with good traits. Then you could throw a little bit of an intelligent of Richard Sherman's mindset a little bit. Like
Facts.
you can see how he makes his talking do that. But
Facts.
oh, dude, Granddad's throws in good ones right here. So, is there like a position you want to play as opposed to the position you're currently playing?
I've always wanted to play quarterback. That's what I want to play. I love the position. It's not even about just being that guy. You feel me? It's about playing the game, putting your brothers in the right direction, making that call. I'm not even for the fame or the notoriety. It's just leading my team, being the voice. But you can be a voice in any position. But the quarterback holds a lot, holds the team. The quarterback is the glue, in my opinion. And it's just about positivity and stuff like that. And I just want to sling the ball, man. I love throwing the
You want to
ball.
get that chance to
I
showcase
love
that? Okay.
facts, short, side curve, all that, throwing it deep. It doesn't matter. Back shoulder fades, back shoulder on the sideline, corners, like what I'm saying. Like I can go all day long when it talks about the route tree and being a quarterback. But yeah,
Yeah.
I want to play quarterback.
A little bit of those gadget plays. You see it from other players. Like you see Jawan Jennings did it on a couple of plays.
Yeah,
Even in that Super Bowl, he threw a pass to McCaffrey.
facts.
And
Just a little boom, boom. Toss it, toss. and then all I got to do is float it in the air. If I get that opportunity, I'm cool. But yeah, I still want to do quarterback.
Yeah. Oh, why the number 47? Because I look at the number, dude, and I'm like, why you wear number 47? Seems like more of a linebacker number now.
That's what's and I never so when I came to Texas Southern, that was my number. Picture day happened. I didn't have a number, so I got thrown a random jersey and it stuck with 47. And tried to get it changed this season, but I actually took it to I charged it to the game. This is a unique number, and I made it look good. Like my jerseys, well, last season they didn't look good, but this year they looked real great. But wearing 47, over time, I just had to deal with it and knew like I was unique and nobody else wanted to wear it, so I'm just gonna step out and be different. I always go against the grain, not in a bad way, but it's always good to step out and be different from everybody else and also still be together. But then I just looked at it, on my faith level, 4 - 7. Well, if you flip it so we can make it positive, 7 - 4, 3, which is the number of grace. So, got everything, got the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And I took advantage of that every time I was on the field. I knew what 47 meant.
Oh, okay. So 47, there's a lot of good players who wear number 47, like John Lynch, for example.
Yes. See, I did a little bit of research on 47 before I really picked it out, but that's not the worst number I had. The worst number I had was my freshman year at Erskine, and it was 39.
39, that ain't too bad.
Oh, that's bad.
But 47 makes it look cool, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, 47 looked good because I went so I went 39, 17, 47.
oh man,
So
you
uh,
kind of went, you kind of been like a number changer, I guess.
yeah, nah. So freshman year, you're not supposed to get the best number. And
Okay.
then once make plays, then boom, you go 17. Then I graduated, came to a new school. They didn't know me. And then 47 just stuck with me. Nobody else was gonna wear it like me.
Okay. So, do you have a football nickname, man?
Zay.
Zay. Okay, so
Or
Zay.
no. Shout out to Jason Wilson, our quarterback from last season. He gave me the name Zayway. So if you see my Instagram, it's ag.zayway. I don't know where they came up with Zayway, but a lot of people have been saying Zayway a lot lately, and not even just because of the Instagram. It's just like I guess it sounds real. Uh, it sounds good put together, so I just was like that because I used to go by Zaytoven, hope I don't get trademarked, but like he's his own producer, and I just wanted to be unique, so Zayway was cool.
Oh, Zayway, kind of it's more catchy because
Yeah,
you're patrolling your side of the field, so it's your way.
facts. It's my way or nobody else's way. It's Zayway.
Yeah, Zayway. Oh man, pre-game ritual, man. So, how do you prepare for your upcoming games?
Pregame ritual wise, what's so funny is I've been like I said, I've been doing this since freshman year. I would always go work out at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, or 7 o'clock in the morning before we have team breakfast. And I'm talking about not no crazy pump, but I'll go run on the treadmill for like 10 minutes, do some stretches, do some little lifts in for my arms and my legs, and then go back to my room, take my shower, go to sleep, and then get ready for the breakfast. Um, Other than that, I don't really do anything. I just put my headphones in, I just vibe. I don't talk to nobody. The phone's on D&D. I read my scriptures. I talk to God. I make an edit for the team and put it on there with all the guys on there. I put it on my story. I'm like, hey, this is it. Like I'm posting like countdowns to how many days it is, like, the typical stuff. But other than that, it's just me connecting with God and my mom praying for me before the game. Stuff like that.
Okay, that's something good for sure. So just as an opposing team, how do you kind of like silence that crowd noise, man?
Our band.
Or man?
But other than the band, it's just me focusing in on that moment. Like as soon as I'm on that field, I'm locked in. It's not even about what's going on. I don't care what they talking about. I'm gonna hear it eventually. But I'm like I said, I'm keyed in, I'm zoned in on where my target is, who I'm about to go hit, who I'm about to go block. How am I gonna get down the field? How are we gonna get this scheme right? You know what I'm saying? So noise isn't everything for me, especially with a helmet. Then you got 2,000, 3,000 people in the stands, or five, however many thousand it is, just yelling in your ear. Like I'm not worried about that at all.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, what was your toughest offensive player you faced in your college career, and who was the one that you talked to trash the most?
So if it's offensive player you face,
We always got those kind of rivals, man. We always got that one individual we couldn't stand. In a good way, not in a bad way, but in a good way.
In a good way. Okay. It's the quarterback from Arkansas Pine Bluff. I really don't know his name, but he's number 9. Because he beat us. I got two. I got two for you. Yeah, the quarterback from Arkansas Pine Bluff. I don't mean no disrespect, bro. But he beat us on senior night 2 seasons, like my first year at TSU. And we were up like 31-0 on senior night. Bro carried the team on his back and just dominated. He's a great player, got a good one, playmaker, all that stuff. And we got to play him again this season. And we did what we had to do and win and beat them on their senior night. So it was just back and forth. So it's the rivalry. And then the kicker from Southern University, he has beaten me in overtime twice with a field goal. And I don't like that because we were up and we would be winning in them situations, and then he'll come out of nowhere and kick a miraculous 50-yarder, and we like, bro, he can't kick it. And next thing you know, boom, down the middle, look like he can even go for 60. And who have I talked the most trash to? Who did I talk trash to this year? When we played Lamar University, we had a little exchange before the game about like size of the fields and stuff like that. And I think I was probably too turned that game. And we ended up losing, but like it wasn't even a bad loss. We just kicked ourselves in the butt at the end with penalties and stuff like that. But it was a game that we weren't even supposed to be ahead, or we weren't even supposed to be close with, but we managed it. And it was smoke all game. We was talking from the beginning to the end. It
Yeah.
didn't matter. And then Grambling University for sure. We always had smoke with them. I don't know if this is gonna hurt me in the future, but I love the culture of FAMU, but I hated them that game. We played them for homecoming this season, and I hated them very much.
Well, it's honesty, bro. It's a rivalry. You got to have
Facts.
that mutual respect in some ways. But speaking of teammates, did you guys ever had like a friendly stat race where whoever had the best stats had to do this type of bet or something like that?
It was among the defense. It was about defense. How many sacks the D line was gonna get. It was about safeties. How many hits and stuff like that. But at the same time, we never really just had a friendly rival. It was just more like, let's compete, let's be brothers. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was more of us actually just trying to push the narrative of being better, being great, being a unit and stuff like that. So, but honestly, in my opinion, this I'm gonna be biased, but the safeties are the best. But in all honesty, we have great corners in Jaden Williams, McCardo, MJ Henson, Xavier Player, Edric Whitley. Like we had all those guys. Oh,
Okay.
and safety wise, we had Canary Simmons, Xavier Cately, who else? I'm not gonna mess it up. Josiah Hartman, Dalen Booker, Jaden Williams would even go there as safety. It's probably more, but all those people that I named were the core of our defense, in my opinion, when it came to the secondary, because they really were no fly zone for real.
Okay. Well, I think he's okay. So from the stat wise, but I think the quarterback you're probably referring to from Arkansas, or whatever, Pine Bluff. I think you're referring to this guy, right, or one of these guys.
I gotta. I'm gonna do my research. Whoever number 9 is, he's a good dude. He's a great dude.
Yeah,
Great
good
quarterback.
competitor, I guess.
Great
Like when you
quarterback.
look at it
Great
that way,
quarterback.
but
Yeah.
okay. So we got a couple more nitty gritty questions. We'll throw in some rapid fire questions. I mean,
Let's
okay,
do it.
so okay, from a perspective, I mean, let's see, like what's so great about living in Texas, man?
It's big.
It's
That's all
big.
I gotta say. It's big. But Texas is Texas. It's I think I preached this about in everything that I said today. It's about pride. You say you from Texas, you're gonna let it be known wherever you go. You go to friends, hey, I'm from Texas. Go to California, hey, I'm from Texas. I was in South Carolina screaming, letting everybody know where I was from. But I don't tell people I'm just from Texas. I tell them I'm from Tyler, Texas. Even though it's Tyler, I tell them I'm from Tyler. Um,
Yeah.
but Texas is known for football. We eat it, we sleep it, we breathe it. You know what I'm saying? Like we do all that. We drink it, we do all like everything that you can imagine. But it's about what football does. Like it brings so many people together on a Thursday night, a Friday night, Saturday. It doesn't matter what type of day, what day of the week it is. A community is going to be connected within football, and we just got a lot of options, like food places, amusement parks, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I love
Okay.
Texas for.
I mean, I was born in Texas, so I know what kind of stuff it is. But I was born in Brownsville, so that's like in the southern area where I grew up from.
I know about Brownsville a little bit, not
Too
too
much of a
much.
cartel type of territory, man. Like,
Yeah, there we go. That's what
yeah,
I'm
it's
looking at.
a little too crazy over there, but I still got family down there, so it's
Facts,
like,
facts.
but yeah, you can't go wrong with Texas. I mean, oh, so this was a good one. So we could throw that into the rapid fire. Like, let's say like you can have a meal with one celebrity, alive or dead. Who would it be?
Other than Jesus Christ, I think I would want to have a dinner with. Hmm. I'm that's a good question because who would I really want to have a dinner with? Uh, that's a good question. There's so many names popping up in my head. I'm gonna go with Malcolm X on this one.
Okay.
Reason why I would go with Malcolm X because the man stood for something different than what everybody was preaching for the African American race. Martin Luther King was speaking about the peace movement and stuff like that. But it's nothing against that. But Malcolm X was a guy that went against the grain, that was different, which was and he was very influential. He's still influential to this day, to the point where even his own religion didn't even like him because he was stepping out of his way to trying to make everything, make sense of his philosophy and stuff like that. But other than that, yeah, I gotta go with Malcolm. The reason why I just want to hear his mind. I want to hear his. I want to I want him to break it down to me, like how he stayed true to his plan, how he persevered even when he had opposition against him inside of his own circle. So yeah.
Yeah. If I had to choose one, it would probably be Macho Man, of course. I just like to pick up his pointer on the voice a little bit, how to be like him, and
Yeah,
how to
the
dress up like
movements and
him a
all
little bit.
facts.
It's just something like that. But ooh, this is one of Granddad's favorite questions, bro. Like the fight song, whatever you guys got. Can you give him like a little cheer song, whatever the Texas Southern fight song is, man? I'm
Oh,
pretty
they are
sure.
gonna hate me for this.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, because I don't know it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this chant. I'm gonna do this chant. TS, 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 you. I thought you knew.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right.
that's
That's
all I
good, bro.
got. Yeah, that's something I got. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's all right, bro. It's all good. But
I love TSU.
oh, that's good, bro. At least you got a chance to play over there and show the most of it. I think we already answered this question as far as like I guess we didn't talk about other like food and music that you're into,
Yeah.
like outside.
Okay. So hobby wise, you know what I'm saying? Like sports other than football, I love I was about to say I love basketball. I like basketball. Um, Another sport I love volleyball. I've had many friends that play volleyball. Especially my current friend that plays for Las Vegas Thrill. It's a pro volleyball team. Her name's Charity Looper. She was just in the national championship with Louisville. I've always supported her when it came to her volleyball dreams. I always, got to watch her grow and develop into this player. So that's an interesting thing for me. Music wise, I love R&B. I love me a little pop. My favorite rapper though is Sa Baby. A lot of people don't know who Sa Baby is, but he just went viral for the song Viking. When it comes to food, anything that involves chicken, grilled chicken, of course. Like I like chicken Alfredo, a grilled chicken sandwich, Chick-fil-A sandwich, like anything. And I already answered artists, but other than that, man, I love playing 2K. I love playing the game. That's a stress reliever for me. I love to go outside to the park. I love to paint. Um, but overall, though, I love talking to God every day. You know what I'm saying? I love having those conversations with him because, and I feel as if it eases my mind to the point where I can, do what I need to do and be who I need to be in this life. So yeah, that's everything.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. But hey, we've been going on pretty well, man. I definitely appreciate your time, and hopefully, I root for you for the best, man. Hopefully, you get your opportunity, man. Because any guy that's coming from a small school, you get an opportunity to prove to the league that you were overlooked, man. You got a chance to prove to them why you deserve to be here, man.
Right. And I'm thankful for this opportunity. I didn't think I was just gonna get anybody to want to talk to me and stuff like that. So I'm like I said, I take every opportunity with big things. I take it with big blessings and all that. So I hope God blesses you and your podcast to step up more and do what it needs to do because you actually are putting people on the map. So keep doing what you're doing
Oh, dude, I definitely appreciate it, man.
for
Especially
sure.
guys like you who come from small schools. I just love that underdog mentality. Love that
Yeah,
story of somebody that just never got a chance and they can prove otherwise, something to prove.
thanks.
Yeah, but thank you for your time and everybody else. Thank you guys for tuning in. And hey, before we end this, tell everybody where they can find your social media platform.
All right, boom. Instagram is ag.zayway, ZAYWAY, and then Facebook is Zay Allen, and then Twitter and stuff like that is just I don't be on there, and then TikTok I'm not really on there either. So yeah, but Instagram and Facebook is where you'll find me at.
Okay, for sure, man. And thank you for your time. And for everybody else, thank you guys for tuning in. And this is Xavier Allen from Texas Southern University Safety Man. Go check them out.
All right.